Alright, what's happening? We're working with De Bello Gallico, Book 4, Chapter 35, and the first sentence of 36. And just a heads up, the phrasing on this, going literally from Latin to English, may seem a bit clunky, awkward, and weird. So we'll try to sort through that. But this is the last section of Book 4 in the AP syllabus, so go team. So we got Caesar. Etsy is although. Alright, videbad is going to be the verb of this. Although he was seeing alright, that, and this is going into indirect statement, and your indirect statement is really just going to be those two words. The quote is going there. And that's your relative clause. Alright, that. Like I said, a little clunky here, that. The same things, dem is same. Quote, which. Alright, akiterat. Had happened. Superioribus diebus. In previous days. You got the eor there. That the same things which had happened in previous days, fore, would be. And fore is a alternative or syncopated form of futurum esse. Alright, now, it's basically saying he predicted what would happen. That's what that means. And what was his prediction? That if the hostes, the enemies, Esopulsi had been beaten. Alright, they would. Alright, flee, or you can even go escape. Alright, periculum, danger, with celeritate, with speed. Okay, now we're still not done with the sentence. Tamen, nevertheless. Going back to Caesar, nevertheless. Having obtained, circiter, about, around. Alright, 30 equites, 30 horsemen. Okay, so there's that little bit, and I'm going to double underline that little bit. Actually, that just looks ridiculous. Cool. Nope. There we go. Alright, so we've got a relative clause, the highlighted, inside a relative clause, the underlined. Alright, the horsemen, whom? Comius the Atribin. About whom it has been Alright, said before. This, the highlighted, is a fancy way of saying aforementioned. Or previously mentioned. Aforementioned. Okay. But instead we say about whom it has been said before. Comius tribim, transportavit secum, had transported secum with himself. Alright, now all of that's kind of talking about the horsemen. Now the main sentence we're finally getting to is underlined in red. And you're like, oh, why did it take that long? I don't know. But if you notice all the arrows and stuff going on, again, it's a little bit messy. Alright. Anyway, Caesar. Constituted stood the legions. In battle formation. That's the Inake. In battle formation. In front of the camp. Holy cow. Sweet. Now, so basically, Caesar predicted what was going to happen, and with that, he got 30 horsemen. Alright, and got some legions and, just set up a battle line in front of the camp. Alright, so Abbot of Absolute. Alright, with the battle having been literally committed to, started. And then our nominative is going to be right here. Verb and verb, but we got an and there, so we'll deal with the first verb first. The enemies, the hostes, were not able fere to bear the impetum, the attack. Guys, we got a nostrum with the militum. Well, the nostrorum. So we actually have soldiers. Bear the attack of our soldiers. And then the diutius is a comparative adverb. Where is it? Longer. And they tergawertran, and they turned their backs, meaning they fled. Alright, now, quos is going to be the hostes, and this is like the Bray rule. This is modifying the Roman soldiers. They having, secuti is a perfect deponent participle, having followed quos, them. I'll say Romans. I'll say Britons. Having followed them tanto spatio, for so great a distance, quantum as poterunt, they were able, efficere, to accomplish, cursu, by running, and viribus, strength. This is from Wis. And that basically means that the Romans chased him down as far as they could, as far as they were able, which would have been a lot easier to write. Occiderunt, they, having done all this, killed many of them, ex ace, many of them, then, and then I'm going to underline this ablative absolute. With all the buildings. Having been burned. Longe latique, far and wide. Literally, they recovered themselves. They went back to they recovered themselves into the camp. They went back to camp. And we got ourselves a little ablative of time here. On the same day, legati, messengers, legates, having been sent by the enemy, came to Caesar, ad Caesarum, came to Caesar, de pacem, regarding peace. Alright, so Caesar was able to make that work. Now, if there's some issue with book 4, if you really need to, if you YouTube Caesar first invasion, if you can spell it correctly, unlike some people writing it. Invasion of Britain. Alright, and it's done by Alright, they do a great depiction of it. So if you're at a loss of any of this stuff, go check it out with them. It's a great video. It's 13-14 minutes long, but it's worth it if you don't know what's going on. It's a great visual. Alright, other than that, if you have any questions, let me